All right, cool. What's going on, everybody? Sorry we had some technical difficulties trying to log in here. But my name's Margaret DePippo. I'm here live, excited to bring you guys the playbook training tonight. I'm going to take the next 2 minutes. Everybody go get your playbooks. We are going to go through this tonight without the playbook. If you don't have yours with you, it really doesn't make any sense. And then with that, take the next couple of minutes to promote this to your groups. It's 10:33. At 10:35, we will be getting started. So I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes.
This is you and fire. Don't we sure burn together? Watch the flames climb high into the night. Calling out fire. Stand by and we will watch the flames burn over and on the mountainside.
All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you for hopping on the webinar tonight. The view count is going up and up. So guys, before I kick this off here, I want to remind you guys again to blast this through your groups to remind them to hop on tonight's playbook training. But with that, if somebody could message in the sidebar or text me really quick letting me know that we're good and we're live, I would appreciate that. And then after I get that, we will kick this thing off. All right, cool. I think we're good. All right, well, thank you. I'm excited to kick this thing off. My name's Margaret DePippo. I'm excited to be on here with you guys tonight. Coming to you guys live from Miami, Florida right now. I've been down here building for the past couple of days. It's been a lot of fun. But I'm excited to be with you guys tonight. I'm grateful for having me on here tonight. I know that we've got Luke Kish on, we've got Andrew Yeager, Anton Neugebauer, Tyler Small, Joe Bruno, Jesse Munt, Ben Long, everybody. Kevin Bursino and the whole crew, everybody is plugged into tonight's webinar, which has me excited. And I appreciate all the messages on the side, guys. So all of your leadership is here plugged in with us tonight. And we appreciate the feedback on these types of things, but we provide this service to give you guys really all the tools that you need to succeed in this whole thing. So if you're new here, welcome. Hopefully you got a playbook. If you didn't get a playbook yet, and this is what I'm going to be going through tonight, if you didn't get a playbook yet, guys, I highly, highly, highly suggest you talk to one of your uplines to get in contact with Andrew Yeager, Luke Kish, somebody really that's an executive or above that can lead you to the playbook. And the playbook is something that we just came out with a couple of months ago, and a huge shout out to Luke Kish and Andrew Yeager, our ambassador and star ambassador leaders within Vima. A huge thank you to them for putting this whole thing together, for providing us with pretty much the ultimate tool. And this really here is really what you need to go on out there and build a successful Vima organization. But really quick, guys, before I kick this thing off, The biggest thing I want to encourage everybody to do here tonight is to pay attention. Okay, like I said before, if you didn't get your playbook, go get it now. I'm going to be going through this whole thing with you so that you can maximize your potential with this whole thing. And really quick, understand that everybody here tonight and everybody here in Vima, if provided with the right tools and if they utilize the tools that they are given properly, can see any results out of this that they want, okay? With the playbook, it doesn't matter who your upline is, who your downlines are, what team you got started with, where you're from, what's your weight, what's your height. Literally, everything is irrelevant, guys. This is your key to the vault. So with that, guys, I'm excited to dive into the playbook with you here tonight. And what kind of prompted the playbook and us creating this, or Andrew and Luke creating this, was we started studying other companies, multi-million and billion-dollar companies, to see their systems and what they use. So the first guy we studied was Tom Alcazan, who's actually here with us in Vima. He, earns like $500,000 a month. He created something called the Roadmap to Success. And then another guy we studied were a couple of leaders from Amway, and then Holton Buggs, everybody's favorite, who's earning, close to $2 million a month in another company. He's got something. So we created the playbook in hopes and an expectation that we can see the same results there that those people are. So to kick this thing off, guys, the first page is your personal profile. Okay, we thought this was very, very important because not only do you fill out your information, but then the person who gets you involved, you fill out their enroller's information. Are you Facebook friends? That's one of the first things to do. Make sure you get added to the Elite Networks Facebook page, and then also become friends on Facebook with all of these people. And then thirdly, if there's other, pocket groups and stuff like that, make sure you're in your group's Facebook page, because I know there's tons of links and stuff like that posted in there. So with that, you put your enroller. My enroller was Turner Simon. Their Twitter, their phone number, their Instagram. The reason we have Twitter and Instagram on here is because whatever you're feeding your brain, guys, is what you're going to be thinking about constantly. Before Vima, my Twitter and Instagram feed and everything like that on Facebook, it wasn't the most positive stuff. It was this, it was that. But now that I follow all these successful people, like Luke Kish, like Andrew Yeager, like Luke Wilborn, Brad Alcazan, Tom Alcazan, Holton Buggs, people like the people who are seeing success. Now that I follow these guys, though, I really understand how real and how down to earth they are, and how if these guys can do it, I can do it as well. And then with that, guys, your upline diamond is the diamond levels when you are car qualified. So this is the next person within your group who has the car, who works hand in hand with you. Upline platinum is a very, very good rank. A platinum leader is somebody who is earning like $30,000 a year residually, which is phenomenal. And then upline executive is when you've achieved over 100 cycles. And then presidential is when you are considered an elite within Vima and you're earning over $100,000 a year. So with that, guys, make sure you get connected with all of your uplines, with everybody that you're working with, because this is going to help you, because there's no better teacher than somebody that's further along in the same process that you're in. Let me repeat that. There is no better teacher than somebody that is further along in the same process that you are in. So these people who you're going to get connected with, and I remember, the day that I was introduced to the business, I was introduced to Brad Alcazan. I was introduced to Luke Kish, to Andrew Yeager. Turner and Tyler were my good friends from high school, but Patrick Comer, we were introduced to all these people right off the bat. And by doing that, it made it that much more real how tangible the results were for me and my group. And it gave me the belief level that I needed to go on out there and talk to my friends, knowing that if these people could figure it out, I could figure it out as well. So not only get connected with your uplines and everybody that's seeing success in this whole thing, but with that, guys, make sure you connect your newest people to their uplines, to their team. I 150%, credit all of my success to the people that I hang out with. If I wasn't in constant contact on the daily with the people that I am, I wouldn't have the belief level that I do. So really understand how crucial and how important that team aspect of this whole thing is. And with that, building this whole thing as a team, it's way more fun when you're with the crew and everybody like that than it is building this by yourself. So definitely become friends with these people. Don't just, and if I'm in your upline, don't just hit me up about Vima. Whatever you've got going on, guys, we want to hear about it. We're friends first, and then business. So with that, we'll move on to the second page, page 5. And this is actually my favorite page. Okay. And I'm going to spend a little bit of time on here. You see there, it says dreams, why me, and why Vima. And when you fill out this page, if you're new here tonight, I don't encourage you fill this out right now. Is what I would encourage you to do is take some time. Like really, really take some time and figure out your dream life. Like if money was irrelevant, if you could be anywhere in the world with anybody, wearing anything, like whatever, living the ultimate lifestyle. Everybody's lifestyle is, what they want, their dreams, their goals, their ambitions. It's all different. So my ambitions, goals, and dreams might be completely different from yours. So with that dream section, guys, really take the time to sit down and think about what you want your life to be. I've got a lot of friends who can, they know better what they want to be on their grocery list than what they want their life to look at. I think this is crucial and very, very important, in Vima or out of Vima. Take some time and create a roadmap and something to look forward to. And what's good about that is, when you start to hit hardships within the business or things aren't going your way or whatever it is. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a business. There's ups, there's downs. It's not a walk in the park. This right there and this page is what's going to bring you back and remind you why you're building Vima. And there's something very, very, very powerful behind seeing all of these things written out in your own handwriting. And I can tell you this right now, this is a step that a lot of people are going to skip. 90% of people who pick up books, whatever they are, don't even spend the time to get through the first 10 pages. So this is page 5. Make sure you spend some time on this page. And then why me? Why are you someone who will succeed in Vima? Why are you someone who will succeed in Vima? And what I love about this is it's like, why do you deserve success? Why do you deserve it over the next guy? What are you willing to do to give up, to become in order to see success in this whole thing? Because you'll be quick to understand, guys, you don't make money in Vima, you earn money in Vima. And the more valuable you become as a person into the marketplace is going to directly correlate with your income and the results that you're seeing, so on and so forth, because you've got things that can help more people. So with that, why you? What is it about you that makes you really, really good at the business or that you think is good at the business? And going back to that team dynamic, guys, what your strength is could be somebody else's weakness. And I know what I'm good at isn't necessarily what Luke Kish is good at and what Andrew Yeager's good at. But on the flip side, what I'm bad at, they're good at. So you weigh each other, the team dynamic really weighs everything out. And then lastly, why Vima? Why is Vima the vehicle for you? What about this attracts you to the whole thing? Is it the lifestyle? Is it the money? Is it the product? Is it helping people? Is it the time freedom, the financial freedom? I mean, really, really sit down and figure out, why is this the perfect opportunity for you? And when you initially heard about Vima, your first home event, your first exposure, whatever it was, what was it that attracted you to the business so much? What was it about Vima? So take some time to write that down. And then the next page, guys, page 6, we've got the 2013 U.S. disclosure statement, okay? And this shows the percentage of people within Vima and how much money they're earning, okay? And this, I think, this is a cool page to look at. It really shows you what it takes to reach the level that you want to reach, and we've got about a lot of people seeing success, and there's tons of success going on through our groups and everybody that we've got. So take some time to look at that, correlate. If you're gold, you're earning, anywhere from like $5,000 to $8,000 extra, $1,000 a year, which is huge. Diamond, when you're at that diamond rank, you're earning, close to $15,000 extra dollars a year. Figure out, this will help, the next page we have goals, and this is a good reference. This is good to sit down with people. And then the next page, achieving bronze. Achieving bronze is the #1 step in Vima, your first cycle. So this breaks down, and this is good to sit down with the newest person. Don't just give your newest affiliate a playbook. Sit down with them and go through this and help them understand the compensation plan and how everything works, and how, you don't have to get somebody to understand how to make $100,000 a year. You can't. What you need to help them do is understand how to get their foot in the door. If you can help them understand 1 cycle, then they can understand 5 cycles. So really take some time on this page and help them understand where the money comes from, QV, qualifying volume, what all of that means. The customer loyalty program is changing up a little bit, so make sure you're reading the compensation plan when it comes to the customer loyalty program. First month's order, make sure you're explaining, that you have to be under 2 cases of verb in order to be active within Vima. Help people understand what their monthly orders are, their auto deliveries, and then goals. I think this is good. When do you want your first customer by? Your first affiliate? When do you want to hit bronze? And, we went over that. Gold, diamond, when do you want to be car qualified by? And this is something that I think you need to sit down and think of what you can do. If you think you can hold 3 events a day and enroll 100 customers, by all means, have 3 events a day, enroll 100 customers this week. It's whatever makes sense to you. And that's the beauty of Vima, is that it's whatever you want. It's not what I want. It's not what your upline wants. It's not what your friends want. It's what you want. Okay, so sit down and really think, when can I hit diamond? When do I think that's achievable for me? And what I would say when it comes to the goals, guys, is think big. Like, think really, really, really big. Whatever you're thinking right now, think bigger and push yourself a little bit. Don't be afraid, of a little bit of challenge. And then moving forward, we've got the customer list and the affiliate list. This is awesome. Sit down and write, who do you think would be interested in the product? Now, at this point, we've got so many products that appeal to so many people. So sit down, make a list of family, friends. You can go through Facebooks, you can go through yearbooks, directories, whatever it is, of people who you think would be interested in the product, and then write which product and why. And then same thing with the affiliate, write down people who you think would be interested in the business. And then with that, why do you think they need the opportunity? Write that down, because some people you're going to hit up, you might not have talked to them in a really long time. And it's like, and the approach is on the next page, but it's like, you could sit there and be like, hey, how's your mom? How's your dad? How's this? How's that? How's your dog? They're going to be like, why are you calling me and asking me all of this? So if you write down why you think they need the product, hey, my intention for calling is because I know you're chugging Red Bulls all the time, and I just came across a healthier alternative. I immediately thought of you. That's why I wanted to call. People are going to be like, oh, wow, thanks for thinking of me. So spend some time on that, and that can continue. You can, I would say 250 to 500 people on your list. The bigger your list, the better you're going to do. The approach. In here is a customer approach and the mentality behind the business approach. And I'm really not going to go through this too much. I would take some time to sit down and read this whole thing. But guys, my number one thing with the approach is, one, be excited. Know that you have something that people want. They're there to listen to you. Be the one that's feeding the energy, not receiving the energy. Know that you can succeed, and be confident and be yourself. Be yourself. Me in the beginning, if I called my friends and said, guys, I've got this awesome business opportunity, I just started my own business, they'd be like, Mag, what are you talking about? They wouldn't have taken me serious like that. So what I did, hey guys, what are you doing tonight at 8 o'clock? You want to come over? Yeah, sure. What do you got going on? Nothing. Show at my crib. I've got something I want to tell you about. They'd be like, okay, sure. See you at 8. Why wouldn't they come? And then I'd sit down, explain to them, I just got involved in something. I really want to tell you about it. And then I tell them about it. It comes up in conversation. It comes up naturally. So be yourself. What works for you might not work for the next guy, and what works for the next guy might not work for you. So you'll learn through trial and error really what works for you and stuff like that. The next page is a home event. We are in the event business, guys. Our whole entire business is centered around having events. So learn how to launch a proper home event. A lot of people in the groups will tell you about successful home events that they've been to. My biggest thing with home events, guys, what we did when we were at Bloomsburg was we wanted everybody to leave the event learning something new. Every single time they stepped foot into Jesse Munt and Nick Palagas' house, we wanted them to leave, with something new that they never heard before. We wanted people to take something away from it. They didn't necessarily need to join, but to give them a full understanding to where they could go make their own educated decision on whether or not this is something they want to get involved in. And then with that, guys, make it high energy, upbeat, be standing, walking, music, food, whatever. Make it a good environment, an environment conducive for growth. Next page we've got here, page 13, is the success system. Okay, and this is something we've provided tools just like this webinar to where anybody can plug into these. And so with that, the webinar, the webinar channel is what you're on right now. We've got Tuesday nights as the opportunity calls to expose your friends to the opportunity. We've got nobody on those that's earning under $100,000 a year, which is awesome. So you're hearing from somebody who's seen the success and really knows how to explain it in a thorough manner. And then with that, we've got these Wednesday playbook trainings where we sit down and really teach you how to use your playbook and how to maximize your potential with our system. And then the SoundCloud account, which you see the new rank advancement calls, the quick start training calls, and the 6-figure mentorship calls that we have every weekend. They all get posted onto the SoundCloud account. So all of the calls we've ever hosted, you can find them on the SoundCloud account. The YouTube channel, you can see all these videos. And there's tons. I would spend some time on there. Find somebody with a style that you like, and somebody that you think you could relate to, and try to base, what you're doing off of them and reach out to them. And then at the bottom there, personal development. This is huge. Okay, and what I think is one of the toughest things about Vima is helping somebody understand that they need to unlearn and relearn some principles. But it's a very, very small skill set, and if you can get somebody to wrap their head around the skill sets and really understand the skill sets and get good at a couple of things, they'll see massive success in this whole thing. So my favorite is Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn's really become one of my favorites, although he has no idea. He's been one of the biggest mentors to me. So that one's one that I highly encourage. And then Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I think, the success mentality is one of the most beneficial things I've taken from Vima, is really just knowing that success can come my way. And Think and Grow Rich is really what helped me develop that. So there's a ton of good stuff in there. How to Win Friends and Influence People, which isn't on this list, but that's something that I really enjoy reading, because you can be really, really good at the business but bad with people. You're not going to go far. But you could not be so good at the business but be really, really good with people, and you'll get very far in this. So I believe you got to be good at people, good with people. And then your success checklist on the end or in the back. This is just things you need to go through and check them off. Pretty simple. And there's a power behind checking them all off. It's cool to have everything checked off. So Darren Hardy, the publisher and editorial founder of Success Magazine, says at every event that he has, commit to being here a year from now. Just commit to that. Commit to a year. Okay, and at the end there, you can sign and date that Margaret DePippo, will work to the best of my ability in Vima and give this opportunity an honest effort over the next 12 months in accordance to my goals and dreams. I am committed to being involved in actively building my Vima business 1 year from today, and sign it. Say that out loud to yourself. There's power behind that. I love that. So to commit to being here a year from now, guys, you will have to see the results. It's a law of the universe. And then lastly, a calendar to keep you organized, where everything's already plugged in with the quick start training calls, the number, everything like that. This is a great tool. You can write down everything you've got going on. You don't even have to use this just for Vima, but what's awesome, and I'm going to close this thing up. I appreciate you guys getting on here. But the playbook is something that I'm proud to walk around with. People ask about it all the time. So bring this with you, share it with your newest affiliates. With that, I encourage you, if you're on here tonight and you do not have a playbook, get linked up with one of your uplines so we can get that into your hands. Order in bulk, get some for your friends, for people you anticipate in getting involved. And with that, guys, thank you for having me on here tonight. I appreciate you guys plugging in for the last 20 minutes. Hopefully you were able to take a couple things here tonight that can really help you progress your business forward. With that, I encourage you to link up with me, Margaret DePippo, on social media. And let's do it. Thank you for coming on here tonight.